Hey everyone, Larry the Butcher here. Thanks for joining in and watching. Today it's kind of an uncutting, I guess we would call it. You guys have seen many of the curing and charcuterie videos that I've done, and I think that after 8 months, it's time to cut in. I have a prosciutto that's hanging that I did a year and a half ago. I haven't cut into that one yet. And if you look into what factory prosciuttos, how they're done, they can make a prosciutto in 10 weeks. And it's basically in a big giant fridge, humidity controlled. And I had these in my fridge in the basement. And the humidity was controlled in having the amount of meat that I had in there. It kept it going. And we're going to try this. Now, in many ways, what I'm trying to do here is make up for that first prosciutto video. I believe I called it food porn. So I think this is one of the two Collatellos. Yeah, I don't think it's country ham. Now, if you guys remember when I did this one, it's skin off. There is a village in Italy that makes a version of prosciutto, and they call it Collatello. I think it's named for the region. Most things in Italy are named for the region. Parma is a good example. This is my first attempt at doing it. And the strings were used in as much a way to keep it in one piece as it was. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off some of the fat. And you know what? It's can you guys see that color? The color looks pretty good. I think I'll name this one food porn too. Someone was about to make a sandwich in the house, and I think she deserves something a little special. That, and she's my guinea pig today. If I were making pasta sauce, I would throw this in there. There's a lot of salt in it, but so you wouldn't add any salt to the sauce. But since I'm not, I unfortunately have to send it to a landfill. Now comes the fun part. I do not recommend doing this in bare feet. That well. Oh. I'll be right back. Several moments later. The thing to remember about these that I made back in November is there are three ingredients. One's not really an ingredient. First is pork. Second is sea salt. And the third is thyme. No preservatives, no nothing, no enzymes, just the basics. So I would suspect that if I had a fan going on in the fridge, it's got a bit of a must to it, but it's not. It's a healthy smelling must, or musk. But my God, this looks. It is really salty. And if you guys remember when I made this like a couple weeks before my son AJ was born, and it stayed in the salt far too long. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So here's the deal, guys. I keep telling you guys to get your asses back in the kitchen so that you know what goes in your food. This was a ham that cost me $25. I have the bones that I can still make sauce with, And I had the sirloin tip, which I tied into a roast that we've cooked fresh. We've done pulled pork with it. Pork shoulders are better. And we did a Sunday pork roast with it. You can do this at home. You need a little bit of space. You need a small fridge if you don't have a cantina or a cold cellar or whatever you want to call it. You just need time. And you will come up with something that you cannot find in a store. You could theoretically brine inject it, where you take a saltwater solution and then add other flavors to it. If you like it spicy, you can throw some cayenne pepper in it. And then just you'd keep that in water for like a week so that it would, through osmosis, spread through. I can make prosciutto. I know this wasn't much of an episode. I'm just going, ooh, look what I can do. But anyway, I am Larry the Butcher. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. Please, try this at home. If you like pork, if you like prosciutto, I'm sure if you have a fridge in the basement, you can do this in the summertime. You don't need to wait for the winter. Like this if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Comment down below. Have you made prosciutto? What's your technique? Let's share some ideas. Hit that subscribe button down here. By all means, share this video with all your friends and families and your favorite social media. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.